Hi guys, in this video I'll be giving a little bit of an update as to where we're at with writing and also to share some resources that I picked up recently that has really been helpful. Now this is more so with regards to where I'm at, sorry, with my middle school or with my younger ones. I'm still using Writing with Ease and we're not actively having any issues like at the moment. I did pick up something that is more so for them to add to their little journaling that they do in a copybook at night, and I'll share a little bit about that later on. That all of them will be using. However, this is more so for my eldest. Now, this is her absolute favorite curriculum, this writing rhetoric. However, we were having a little bit of, well, not a little bit, we were having some issues with outlining. Now, technically we'll be considered behind because we are on book 3 and she is in a grade 7, but it's not, I'm not like overly worried or anything about it. And we were having problems to the extent where I was actually considering switching curriculums, only because like with her, I know that if I was able to find the right resources, then, you know, we can move from not understanding to understanding. And, you know, she is actively trying to write a book, and it was causing quite a bit of frustration that she wasn't able to take the knowledge that she was getting about outlining in this book and, you know, then create an outline, sorry, to help her with the book that she's actually writing and having a little bit of issues with. However, you know, that's where, you know, like sometimes other homeschool moms sharing the resources can be so helpful. And I found another homeschooler's video, and I would definitely link it below. And she actually recommended one of these books, and it has been extremely helpful. Now, she did say, you know, you could just pick up one, but me being me, I did pick up the both of them, and they are basically the same thing. It's just that I would say that the one that is for grade 5 to 8th, probably has a little bit more practice, but it's basically the same book where it takes them from being able to create their own title, then their title and the main topic, title, main topic, subtopic, title, main topic, subtopic, and then the details in that exact order. It is so basic. It is very, very helpful. And after we did the first one, and we just did it orally for the bulk of it in one day. We read through it and then she answered it orally because it's so simple. Always be at least
two subtopics
under a main topic. And what is used to show a detail?
A number, a regular number.
Okay. Details are lined up how in an outline?
Details are lined up on the first letter of a subtopic.
Under the first letter, okay. And can many details be shown under a subtopic?
Yes.
All right. Okay, that's it. You want to try and do this one?
Okay.
No, we have or do you think you can do it orally?
I think I want to write it down first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then there are like 4 activities to the back where they have to write and using the outline to write a report, outlining a story, and then writing an outline, and then they kind of review the parts of the outline, and it does have the answer key at the back. Now it's so small, if I do a flip through, I'll basically be giving away the whole book, so I'll just show just a few pages as b-roll, but this has been so helpful. So we did the first book, and when we are finished, you know, for practice, we are going to do the second book. Now, we are taking a mini break from this, so we are focusing on this. We did this week and probably next week, and God spare the next week after that, and then we are going to go back to writing rhetoric. So, you know, I don't want to give the impression that we're just adding things on and we are able to do all of it. So we're taking a mini break from our writing rhetoric, but this has been such a help. It is so basic. It is so simple. The small book, they have really small books. The one that is grade 3 to 4 is about 26 pages, and the other one is about 46 pages. So they're very small. I want to stress that they're very basic, but I really do think that if it is you're having issues with outlining or you wanted a supplement for outlining, each of them cost $8.95, and they're worth every penny of that $8.95, at least in my opinion, right? So that has been extremely helpful. Now, if you have a little one that is, you know, or you have a child that is writing a story, like wants to write their own books, this is actually really helpful. Now, I had picked up some other stuff when I was looking for resources, and this is one of them. and it didn't help with outlining. However, my daughter loves this book. Now, I do believe that they're British based, but this is their US version, right? And I did ask her like some reasons why it is. She thinks that she likes it. So I actually picked up this book as one of the books that I was trying to, when I was looking for resources to try to get us to where I wanted to, basically to try to get us off over that little hum that we was having in writing. This is one of the books that I picked up, and it didn't solve that problem. However, this book my daughter loves, and she uses it quite a bit. I'll do a quick flip through of it. Do you mind sharing what you like about this book?
It gives you an idea of how to make a story plan. It also gives you different alternatives for color words. And it also shows you how you can make a sentence more interesting by adding adjectives, adverbs, and different verbs.
All in one book?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, okay.
And I also like that this is one of the few books on how that I can find on how to write stories for that seems to be directed for kids.
Yeah, because a lot of the books that I found
are either directed for adults or they're for writing informational text or both.
And you're interested in writing your own book, own story?
Yes.
Yes? Alright, okay. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, Mommy.
Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the books that I picked up as an extra resource to help us with writing. And as I said, well, she gave her view on what she thinks. So we like it, didn't solve that problem. But this here, she really, really likes. Now, if it is let me get a little card where I asked her. So she likes the fact that it really is helping her like to plan out a story. And this book is one of the books why I said that even though I really like our fixed grammar, it's why we are not like, we still haven't used that back of the book where they, encourage you to come up with your own adverbs and adjective lists at the back, because this has a collection as well, and we have another resource that we are using as a supplement that has a collection as well. So it just kind of feels repetitive, but she really likes that. It has some pages where they express different ways to write colors. Now I just want to interrupt and say that this book here, this company, they have a YouTube channel, and I did watch their video and I noticed that they were very careful to not show too much of the book. So this is another book that I would just show a few pages, as B-roll, but I'll be very careful not to get myself in trouble. But it's $16.99, so $17 for this. But anyway, so it gives different ways to express colors, and because of the book that she's trying to write, she finds that to be very helpful. In her words, she never thought about finding so interesting ways to express colors beyond the basics, her words, right? She likes that it has exercises where she have to work through in making her settings more interesting and her characters more interesting, and she's been using that exercise over and over to work on like her story setting, and that is something that she likes as well. I think I said the collection of adverbs and adjectives. Very important. Now, one of the things that she was really asking me to find for her is a book that was directed towards children with regards to helping them to write their own stories. And I picked up some other stuff. There's another book that I picked up that, even though I'm keeping it, I'm not really using it in our homeschool. It's like a write everything kind of book. And I was really thinking that would have done it. But there were some things in there that she said that she liked, but she wasn't overly interested. But this here she really likes, and this is something that she's actively using, and it's not just a extra resource that's like on the shelf or anything like that. And at the back here, I didn't know that when I bought it, it actually says that it is perfect for 7 to 14-year-olds, including those who are homeschooled or those who simply wish to improve their story writing. It meets, well, if that's important to you, it meets common core standards for grades 3 through 6 and can help children prepare for narrative writing assessments. And that is important to her because she is actually more interested in writing like narrative pieces, especially like fictional stories, right? But anyway, to go back to kind of going through some of the stuff in the book, if it is you are teaching reading comprehension separate from, like, say, learning reading comprehension through a writing curriculum, this has a lot, it touches a lot on like similes and metaphors and onomatopoeias and personifications and stuff in here. I think I mentioned that it have different ways to describe colors. There was a little short video that I sat down and watched with the kids. It was a very a $12.95 or $13 course that I had bought from this writer, where he was talking about, it was written for kids, and he was talking about how to get kids started on learning how to show expressions in their writing as opposed to telling. Hopefully I said that right? And it kind of mentions that in here as well, show, don't tell, right? So it has that in here as well, right? So those are some of the things that she likes in here. So we are really loving these right now. Not too much stuff, stuff that we are actually using, and not just, like, there are some other stuff that I bought that, even though I'm keeping it, it's not going to be used as much as this, to be quite honest, right? And the last thing I wanted to share is these journals. Now I'll do a flip through of this. I had initially picked up one just to give them, like, questions that they could kind of add a little bit of something extra to their journaling at night, because they were kind of like writing this, not that anything is wrong with that, but they're, just to kind of help them along anyway. And they happen to really like it, so I picked up 2 more. When you have multiple kids, so I picked up 2 more. Now they haven't actually written in it as yet, but they have been reading through the days, right? And there's no structure. There's not going to be no structure to this. It's just something that I'm going to be giving to them. And my only thing that I should I say ask them to do is, like, do one question together whenever they choose to do it together, just as something that they could all do together, right? And maybe kind of bond over. But if it is they do like it, when I do a future update, I will talk on it again. But even if they don't like it and they didn't complete it, when I do a future update, I will also mention that. But I think it's pretty interesting. Now, it is geared towards 6 to 9-year-olds, and my kids are 7, 9, and 11. But I don't really think the age thing matters that much. It's if it is they like it, and if it is they're actually going to use it. Right, so this is something else that they're going to be using, not for any kind of structured writing, but practicing writing all the same. Because as I had mentioned in my curriculum video, like, this year writing is definitely something that I am trying to at least put a little bit extra into, and some of these things has been really helpful, at least in getting us over a little hump that we were experiencing in our homeschool. Anyway, if you watched this video this far, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. If you like the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing for future updates, and I'll talk to you in another one. Bye, guys.